Order up. Get in line for a taste of ramen in Japan. It's important to follow certain rules of etiquette when you dine in a ramen shop. Although each shop has its own rules, each person is expected to order their own bowl of ramen. This is because each bowl is made to individual tastes. Most ramen shops have limited seating. This practice also stops groups from occupying seats for too long by sharing just a few bowls. When the ramen is ready, don't be shy about slurping. This is encouraged in Japan because it shows that you appreciate the food. Also, when slurping, you can enjoy the noodles and the soup together, which makes the ramen taste even better. Lastly, don't stay for too long. Ramen is a quick meal in Japan for those with busy lifestyles. It's meant to be served and eaten quickly, so don't hesitate to dig in. Ramen has come a long way to become the tasty dish that we enjoy today. Next time you visit Japan, don't forget to give this a try.
Welcome back, everyone, to English for You. I'm Adam.
And I'm Elsie.
Now, we've learned some things about ramen, such as different regions of Japan have different flavors and ingredients.
Yes, and we'll learn some more important things when eating ramen today.
That's right. But hurry up.
Hurry up. I'm starving.
All right. Well, jumping into our article, everyone, it says, it's important to follow certain rules of etiquette when you dine in a ramen shop. Oh, okay. So there's things you need to follow while you're eating, some etiquette. Okay, the first word we see is dine. Dine is a verb. It's to eat a meal, especially dinner, usually in a formal or leisurely manner, often at a restaurant or at home with guests. So an example sentence we could use for the word dine is we like to dine at our favorite Italian restaurant on special occasions.
Dine 这个动词呢，就是吃正餐、吃晚餐。所以呢，我们说饭厅叫做 dining room， 饭桌叫做 dining table， 就是由这个字变过来的。那在拉面店用餐的时候呢，遵守一定的礼节是很重要的。礼节规范，我们用到的英文字是 etiquette。好，那接下来呢，我们就要看到今天的 language in focus。今天我们要讲到的句型是 it， 后面加上 be 动词，否定的话接着加上 not， 加上形容词之后接上 for somebody to do something。 那在这个句型当中呢，这个中文就会翻译成对某人而言这么做是点点点的。当句中的主词太长的时候，为了避免句子头重脚轻不易阅读，就会用虚主词 it 代替真正的主词。给同学们一个例句咯。It is necessary for you to warm up before you work out. 运动前要暖身，对你来说这件事是必要的。虚主词就是 it， 那真正的主词是什么呢？是 to warm up before you work out。 那注意哦，当形容词是用来修饰人格特质、品性或是态度的时候，介系词会由 for 改成 of。For example, it was nice of you to cook for me on my birthday. 你人真好在我生日那天做饭给我吃。
So, okay, you have to follow certain etiquettes while eating ramen? So there's rules to it, I guess, right?
There are rules to follow.
Okay, well, let's get into some of these rules. It says, although each shop has its own rules, each person is expected to order their own bowl of ramen.
虽然每家店都有自己的规则，但是每个人都应该要点自己的拉面。这里看到 be expected to do something， 那就是被期盼、被预期要做某事。So it is not polite to share.
Yeah, I guess. I wonder why, though. It tells us, our article says, this is because each bowl is made to individual tastes.Oh, okay. So we see the word individual, which is an adjective. It's connected with one person designed for one person. So an example we could say is, at the party, we decided to order individual pizzas rather than share 2 large ones.
Individual 这个形容词呢是个别的，所以可以用来形容像是 tastes， 那就是个人的个别的口味。那 individual 也可以当作名词哦，当名词的时候啊，解释为个人或是个体。那课文就说到啦，这是因为每碗拉面都是根据个人口味制作的，所以 do not share 不能够这个分享。你要点你自己的一碗拉面，这里呢由 because 带出子句来接出原因。
Maybe that's why I like going to ramen shops so much, because you don't share. You don't have other people's chopsticks.
You don't like to share your food.
I really do not like sharing my food. I don't like people's chopsticks going into my food and saying,
I like doing that.
I know. It's more of a cultural thing
Just
here.
to annoy you.
You do that. Well, why do they really do this? Let's find out. Most ramen shops have limited seating. This practice also stops groups from occupying seats for too long by sharing just a few bowls.
Yeah, you don't see people using their computers in a ramen shop.
Yeah, it's not like a cafe where everyone's just doing all their homework and classwork and maybe work, right?
那 occupy 这个动词呢是占用或是占有。Stop somebody from doing something， 那就是阻止某人做某事。From 是介系词，所以后面你看到的是动名词 occupying。大多数的拉面店呢，它的座位是有限的，所以它这样子做还可以防止一群人只点几碗拉面就占据座位太长的时间。
So these restaurants, they stop, people from sitting too long.By having only maybe a few seats, right?
Yeah,
that is true. When we go to a ramen shop, there's not that many. It's not a huge place. It's always kind of a smaller place.
Yeah, probably there are 10 to 20 seats only?
Yeah, and sometimes you don't even see a person. You just pay like a coin machine, like an ATM kind of machine where you put coins or dollars in, and then you push your order and you don't even see a person, and then the ramen comes out.
Wow, so automatic.
Exactly.All right, well, what are some other rules about ramen? It tells us, when the ramen is ready, don't be shy about slurping.
拉面上桌的时候，不要对吸面感到害羞。Slurping 这个字呢，就是吃喝时会发出声响的行为。But you hate people doing that, don't you?
Yeah, I'll admit it.
Slurp.
I admit it. I do. And I think that's because...Man, my mom would always yell at me if I didn't eat properly or follow the etiquette at our family table. I mean, she kept everything so classy in our house, so everything needed to be just right. She had strict dinner rules. I also couldn't put even my elbows on the table.
啊，你连手肘都不能放桌上。
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
超级严格，所以是 strict dinner rules.
Exactly.
严格的餐桌晚餐礼仪。
And maybe that's why I do like ramen, because you can make noises while you're eating it.
But you still don't make, slurping sounds.
No, I'm quiet like a mouse when I'm eating.
Oh my God, so quiet.
All right, well, getting back into it, it says, this is encouraged in Japan because it shows that you appreciate the food.
在日本呢，这是被鼓励的，因为它表示你欣赏这道美食，你欣赏的话才会发出这样的声音。
So it's encouraged. We see that verb. So it's something that is, well liked for you to do. And encourage is to persuade somebody to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do. So an example sentence we could use.The store encourages people to buy bottles of ketchup with buy one, get one free sales, right?
Buy one, get one free sale, 那就是买一送一。所以他借由这样子的做法来鼓励人们去买这样东西。所以鼓励、激励就会是 encourage 这个动词。那如果你看到是被动 something is encouraged, 那就是某件事或是某个行为是被鼓励的。 好，那如果你要鼓励某人去做某件事情 you encourage somebody to do something。 那你看到这个单字哦 en 后面加的是 courage C-O-U-R-A-G-E courage 指的就是你的勇气。
So yeah, it is encouraged to do this in Japanese ramen shops, and it shows that you do appreciate their food. We see the verb appreciate. It is to recognize the good qualities of somebody or something. So an example sentence we could use for appreciate would be, we walked around the museum and appreciated all the beautiful works of art.
Appreciate 这个动词在这边的解释是赏识或是欣赏，所以当我们说 appreciate works of art， 那就是去欣赏艺术作品，或者是呢，也可以 appreciate different types of music， 欣赏不同种类的音乐，不同的音乐类型。那 appreciate 这个动词还可以解释为感激或是非常感谢，像是可以用在这个句子。We really appreciate the help you gave us yesterday. 我们非常感谢你们昨天的帮助。
Exactly. And that's what we use as native speakers a lot to say, oh, I appreciate your help. You will constantly hear that. Like when I first came to Taiwan, I got lost. Somebody had their phone. They showed me and I was like, oh, I appreciate you so much. You can appreciate you. I appreciate your help. So we can use that verb quite often. Now, jumping back to our story about ramen, it says, also when slurping, you can enjoy the noodles and the soup together, which makes the ramen taste even better.
所以这边说到啊，当你吸面的时候呢，你可以一起品尝面条和汤，这就使得呢拉面的味道更美味。
Okay, but remember,
you need to start doing that.
I don't think so. I'm not going to be I'm not going to be so loud doing it. And we're not in Japan. In Taiwan, do people do it?
A little bit.
A lot is a slurping, really?
Not too loud, actually.
Okay, there you go. All right. Well, it says, lastly, don't stay for too long. Ramen is a quick meal in Japan for those with busy lifestyles.
最后一个要注意的就是你不要待太久，好，就是不要在拉面店待太久，因为呢，拉面在这个日本是一种快餐哦，供应给那些生活忙碌的人。
Right. It always seems like when you're watching things, or actually in Japan, people are moving at twice the speed of normal people.
Yeah, they're so fast.
Exactly. And that's why, as our article says, it's meant to be served and eaten quickly, so don't hesitate to dig in. There we see be verb meant to verb. Meant to be is used to show what something is supposed to do or what its purpose is. So when we're using it's meant to, we could say, this tool is meant to make fixing your bike easier. Next, we see the word hesitate. So it says, don't hesitate and dig into this ramen. So hesitate is to pause or wait a moment before saying or doing something, often because of uncertainty or indecision. An example sentence we would use is, don't hesitate to ask if you need any help. Next, we see the phrase dig in. Dig in, simple, easy to remember. It just means to start eating food that is in front of you.
好，那我们为同学整理一下哦。这个 be meant to do something， 那就是用于点点点或是意在点点点 to 后面加原形动词。另外呢，这个 hesitate 这个动作啊，指的是犹豫或是迟疑。所以当你跟别人说 don't hesitate to do something， 那就是别犹豫去做某事，常常用在说明做某事的正确性，而做这件事情是不会冒犯到任何人的。那最后还有一个片语是 dig in， 那就代表开始吃东西。课文说啊，拉面只在迅速供应和食用，所以不要犹豫，赶快动手吃吧，不要等太久。
Well, ramen has come a long way to become the tasty dish that we enjoy today. Oh, yes, it sure has. So there we see, come a long way. It's to have made a lot of progress or improvement.
What's that song? We've come a long way.
We've come a long way now.
来 come a long way 那就是显著的发展。好，还有呢，这个 tasty, what does tasty mean?
Well, tasty is an adjective. It's having a pleasant flavor or delicious taste. So an example, the apple pie she baked was so tasty that everyone asked for more.
Tasty 这个形容词呢，美味的、可口的，那你也可以用 delicious 来说哈，也是美味的意思。那还有呢，有同学会想到 yummy 这个字，对不对？或是 yum， 那这些字呢，其实都是比较像小孩子在用的哈，成人比较不会这样说。那另外啊 ，taste 这个动词呢，我们之前有学过哈，它是品尝的意思，当做名词就指的是味道或是一个人的品味。所以呢，课文最后他说了，拉面经历许多发展，成为了我们今天所享用的美味菜肴。
Well, ramen is a very tasty dish, and I think maybe we could go get some ramen after this. And it tells us next time you visit Japan, don't forget to give this a try. There we see the phrase, give something a try. It means to attempt or try something to see how it goes.Give
something a try 或是 give it a try 那就是试试看。下次你访问日本的时候，不要忘记试试看这道美食哦。And this brings us to our For You Chat question today.
Exactly. Our For You Chat question, everyone, is what do you think makes ramen a popular dish?
Okay, ramen is indeed a popular dish, and I think the reason why it's so popular is because ramen has flavors that both Western people and Eastern people like.
Yes, it has really good flavor. They use good ingredients, and also, usually it's quick, right? You see, it's a quick thing that you can, get into your stomach. That's very enjoyable and tasty, and a lot of times it doesn't cost that much money, right?
Right, it's not that expensive.
Exactly, It's pretty affordable.So what do you guys think? What do you think makes ramen a popular dish? Talk it with your classmates and talk around with your teacher. Does he or she like ramen? Or how often maybe do you eat ramen?
是的，你们可以跟同学还有老师讨论看看 ramen 拉面这个食物哦。那如果你对今天的主题觉得意犹未尽，你还可以加入空中家教和老师同学一起讨论。So that's all the time we have for today.That's
it, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you learned some good things about ramen. My name is Adam.
And I'm Elsie.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Dine. Sheena prefers to dine by herself and takes her time to fully enjoy the meal. Individual.Fitness trainers need to examine each person's fitness level carefully before they can design individual exercise plans. Encourage. Eating local foods is encouraged because it requires less shipping and thus is more environmentally friendly. Appreciate. My parents take me camping sometimes to show me how to appreciate nature.Hesitate. Jenny hesitated before she got on the bus because she wasn't sure if it was the right one. Tasty. That restaurant was so good. The spaghetti was one of the tastiest dishes I've ever had.
智慧小补帖
Etiquette. Occupy. Slurping.